Alright, so here we go with the third part to my Rome Total War Julii campaign. And before, I had previously made an alliance with the Germans, and I'm not going to be able to do it with the British because they actually attacked the Germans, and you can't ally with your allies. That was what I was going to do, but I kind of left my diplomat at that city forever and totally forgot about him, so I wasn't able to do that. Anyways, so last time, if you saw my video last time, I took this city right here, Pavadium, there we go, something like that, and pushed the gulls out of the top of the Italy boot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm trying to complete a mission for the Senate, which I'm gonna just have to leave without cavalry, because though I love using cavalry, by the time my cavalry's done, I will not have enough turns to actually get to the city and take it. So here we go. At the same time, I want to keep a watchful eye on my income because it hasn't been the best. I have been making quite a bit of money, but my tax rates are normal, and I also want to watch what I'm building. What do I need? Public growth, squalor. Can't really do anything to prevent that right now. Alright. So I'm gonna do communal farming because that'll boost my population, which in turn will boost what troops I can recruit at that city. And here after my port, I'm going to build a wall just in case they decide to attack my army here, which is kind of small. And the same thing here. So also, if you didn't see my video last time, I did win when I won at Pavadium. I won with half the troops, and I don't even know how I won. Really, I like it when I win like that. It's good when you can win with less troops, and you know that you can win with less troops no matter what your opponent throws at you. But it's been a long time since I've done that, and they're gonna offer me a ceasefire. I'm not gonna take it, because if I do take it, this video is really not gonna have anything to do except for beating up Carthage, which I'm only gonna attack one of their cities, because most of the time the Scipii deal with Carthage. I do have to heal my army at Patavium, because they really got hit hard. And I'm gonna also need another Hastati to move onward. Oh, can't land my troops. Carthage fleet is in the way. And if you also don't remember, I did pick the long version of the Julii campaign, so this is going to take a long time to do, a lot of videos, but in my opinion, it's worth it. I've never really recorded anything like this. The only thing I've recorded other than this actually is Oblivion, and if you haven't played that, seen that, or checked that out, you should go over and to my videos and check those out. It's a very good game. So I'm going to take all these troops and Vibius and start heading towards Gaul. I'm going to take these Equites, which are cavalry, to join up with Vibius. I love cavalry. They're one of the best things to use on the battlefield, and they will save you 9 times out of 10, in my opinion. If you use them right, they can save you 9 times out of 10. So my public order is down, so I'm going to see why. Oh, unrest. Fun. So I'm going to build a wall and build some town watch. They're not the best troop that you can have, but they're relatively cheap upkeep, and they're just good to have as a garrison. I don't usually use them, unless I really need to, or that's the only thing I can really recruit. So here we go. I don't have much in that group, so nah. I was gonna recruit mercenaries, but I don't really think it's worth it right now to recruit those mercenaries, so I'm just gonna keep going the way I'm going. And yeah. So at the same time as I'm making these videos, I've also been watching other people's videos on YouTube, seeing how they do uh, campaigns, and everybody plays this so differently from each other, which, which is kind of what I expected, because even with me and my friend who play Oblivion, every time we started a video, which if you didn't, two of his channels he no longer uses, he's using a third one, he hasn't put anything up yet, he might put up Oblivion, I don't know, but if you check out his Darklight or Bazooka Mojo channel, that is Bazooka Space Mojo, we played so much differently as just our game styles, and here we go, I'm gonna verse Carthage. And so it doesn't really surprise me that people play this differently. Some people are more aggressive and rush in, and sometimes it's not the best thing to do. You can lose a lot of troops if you do that. I have done that quite a few times, and if you actually watch my second video, I win the battle, but I lose a lot more troops that I could have saved if I would have just slowed down my movement a little and actually watch what my opponent was doing rather than focusing on just winning the battle. So it's not always good just to want to win. And if you want to skip this speech, because he gives a speech for a little bit, you can just start deployment. And I'm actually going to move my troops closer to the walls. I'm actually going to put all these men on that. I'm going to take my milites off skirmish and put them on guard. And I'm going to put my general behind all of this. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do as the battle starts is ram the walls. And we're going to want our men in more of a loose formation. Because they will be under attack. Maybe. I don't know if those towers are close enough. If they're not, I'll move my men back into tight formation. And here we go. So, I've played as Carthage a few times, but I was never too good as Carthage. And I always seem to defeat them pretty easily when I play. So, this time might be different, but I don't think so. The only thing that might change that is the cavalry they have up over in the corner. Right over there. I think it's all cavalry. One of it is a leader, so I like to kill generals because not only does it break the army's morale, but it gains you an advantage overall because when you kill all your enemies all your enemies generals, they really can't do much, and if they do, it's not the best that they can do. And if you like to auto-resolve, killing their generals is a very good idea too. Alright, so I'm going to move these guys closer, these guys closer. Alright, so these are just a bunch of peasants, and it looks like peasants are the weakest infantry you can recruit as any faction in the game. There we go, breaking through the wall, and breaking through the other wall. And here we go. Oh, this could be a problem. Alright. Oh, one of my groups still has the ram, and they shouldn't. They should be going right in here and defending that little section of my enemies. So here we go. Their round shield cavalry is lost 24 units, I believe. And I'm going to attack the round shield infantry. There we go. I am positioning my men to kind of cut off my enemy any way I can, so they can't attack my velites, which are my only ranged units right now. So I'm kind of I'm trying to keep my men tight together rather than have them spread out and die, which is what happened in the first time I tried to take a city from Gaul. Is I had them way too far spread out. I didn't have them working with each other. I didn't use my range right, and I just lost a lot of men. Here comes the peasants again, and let's see what. Yeah. Yeah, so, if you haven't played this game, like, at all, you should stop watching this video right now. Stop it, and go buy it. If you like strategy games, if you're watching this video because you think, hey, maybe this is a good game to get, even though it's an older game, just stop right now. Get on Steam, or if you, because Steam's the only way I know that you can acquire it at the moment. Get on Steam and buy it. Don't even question it. Oh. Moving a little bit too far. Alright. So if I look to see what my enemies has, He has the general's bodyguard, some round shield infantry, and town militia. I think that's all he has. Um, well, and these peasants who are broken and retreating again. So I don't understand why some of my units are getting shot at. Hmm. Here we go. And they can run. And they can run. So I'm basically just trying to cut him off. Um, maybe even keep him where he is good, as long as he can't get back to the gates. As long as he can't push my men back there, that's fine. Oh, here we go. General's bodyguard. And that's, oh, there comes a lot more than the general's bodyguard. And I'm gonna see if my general can join the fight. My general's actually also my faction leader, so he has more units than you might see in most general units. Jeez. Well, my soldiers are getting pretty effed up right now. They're not doing much damage, but what they can is good enough. Holding the line is better until my general can help. So, I definitely didn't plan on that one happening. Oh, wow. So the Hostati I meant to go around and surround my enemy actually went up the same lane as the rest of my infantry. And here we go. This is kind of a mess. Alright. I can't even tell which one's the general. He's in there somewhere because he hasn't died yet, but there he goes. Good. And sometimes this is the way to win, and right now I probably could have just saved a lot of men not doing that, but I didn't even know that those two Hastata units I sent to the sides would go straight up the middle. So, I guess this is the way to win. Alright. Now that I have more of an advantage than my opponent, it's really not much that needs to be done. Just attack. Take the center is a good way to win, because once you take the center, it takes 2.5 minutes, so usually you don't take it by the time your enemy comes back and attacks you. But it takes 2.5 minutes, and after that 2.5 minutes is up, you automatically win. It's helpful in Empire Total War. There. So I killed a family member and the captain of the fortified Carthaginian soldiers. So, yeah, I've killed a family member and one person who really doesn't matter. But overall, I've killed quite a bit of people. And there you go. I think that's gonna be it for this battle. I really don't think they can do anything else. I just kind of have to get rid of the rest of these men because you don't win unless they retreat or they're dead. Usually. It's per usual. But yeah, no, it's definitely fun. Oh, I'm sorry, it takes 3 minutes to win. You see that timer up in the corner. When you see that come on, that shows that you are gonna win in 3 minutes. If it has a different flag on it, that means you're possibly gonna lose in 3 minutes. I always end the battle, I never continue. There's really no point because anyone inside the fort will die when you win. So I lost 217 men and they lost 707. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, so I hope you liked the video. It's probably going to be the end of this one, and I'll probably put another one up not too long after. But I hope you liked. I hope you enjoy. And always occupy the settlement. I hope you enjoy more to come. So I will see you guys next time. And now for the fade to black.